Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Checkered Flag Corner. We just finished watching the NASCAR Cup Series race at Mexico City, Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City, Mexico. What an incredible race. First and foremost, big weekend for Daniel Suarez. Won in his home country at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in the Xfinity Series race in a backup car yesterday on Saturday. So big congratulations to him. A few things going into this race that need to be said. Denny Hamlin missed this race but did get the playoff waiver. This Father's Day, he's celebrating the birth of his brand new baby boy. So congratulations and a happy Father's Day to Denny Hamlin. This race was incredible. For one, sure it wasn't a sunshiny day, but the circuit looked phenomenal. Beautiful green, lush grass on the sides, unscarred pavement on this Formula One circuit with stock cars on it today. Beautiful track, great setting for the race. Trackhouse landed on pole with Shane Van Gisbergen for this race, and he definitely showed why he was on pole. SVG was within the top 10 this entire race. I don't think he ever fell past 10th position. He did lose the lead a few times. He misjudged a few turns. Of course, right in the middle of lap 1, the rain started, so everybody had to come in and switch to wet weather tires. For a while there, it was looking like this was going to be Ty Gibbs' day to break through. Lots of jostling for positions. Lots of 3 and 4 wide passes in multiple corners of this track today. A lot of incidents. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Carson Hocevar had their incident today. Stenhouse Jr. went over to Hocevar's car after the race and basically saying enough is enough. Let this be a lesson. Stage 1 was won by Ryan Preece in the 60 Mustang. Stage 2 was won by Shane Van Gisbergen. And Stage 3, the overall race win, goes to the Kiwi Shane Van Gisbergen in the number 88 Safety Culture Chevrolet for Trackhouse. Now, Chastain won the Coke 600. Gisbergen has won at Mexico. It seems like whenever they go to a brand new road course, SVG is going to be in victory lane. And they're doing something very special for this race. They're doing a podium-style celebration. So, your podium positions are, in first, the 88 of SVG, in second, the 20 of Christopher Bell, and rounding out your podium positions in third is the number 9 of Chase Elliott. So, 2 Chevys and a Toyota in the top 3 spots on the board. Incredible. He was about 130 below the cut line for the playoffs. Goes from that far back to win his way into the playoffs. That's how you exploit the playoff system. Multiple drivers were not feeling well this race. Now, there's that whole cliche in Mexico about don't drink the water, don't drink the water. Apparently, SVG as well as Noah Gragson have been having some stomach issues this past weekend. But SVG did not let that get to him. Noah Gragson also ran pretty well. So, really good weekend all around. Loved this race. I really hope this circuit returns next year because this race was phenomenal. It was fantastic. The grandstands, while it wasn't completely sold out, there were a lot of people in the grandstands around the entire track. And honestly, best burnout of the year so far. He takes it over to that stadium section where the track goes underneath the grandstand and burns it out in the stadium portion. This race needs to come back next year. It was so much fun to watch, and honestly, one of the best road course races I've seen in a while. But yeah, that is your winner for today, Shane Van Gisbergen on the top of the podium for Trackhouse Racing. Next week, we prepare for Pocono, the Tricky Triangle, coming up in 1 week's time, and I believe that is the final race on Amazon Prime until we go back to regular broadcast television. Amazon Prime's coverage has been fantastic. It's a shame to see it leave after next week because they go commercial free starting at like 50 laps left in the race all the way to the checkered flag. They have a great post race show. Last week at Michigan, they had the burn bar showing how much fuel was being consumed. Really doing a good job of explaining to fans that just aren't in the loop as to what the stakes are, what are the chances that he's going to run out of gas, what are the chances that the tires are going to give out. Just stuff that you don't typically see on Fox or NBC. So I do love that. I really hope that sometime in the future we get more races on Amazon Prime. But overall, fantastic race today. Drivers did as well as they could through the rain. One of the big incidents today had to be within just the first few laps of the race in turn one. Kyle Busch was just heading a little too hot into turn one. He slid, took a bunch of other cars with him, and when he got out of the car, he said, "Yeah, that was my bad. I just misinterpreted how fast I was going and how much brake I was going to need. As soon as I hit the brakes, it was like I was on ice. So I'm sorry to everybody that got involved." So taking taking responsibility for his incident. A lot of cars were out. Kyle Larson was involved in that wreck. I think he was the only one of the very few cars to actually drive away from that. Um, he had a broken front wheel. They ended up coming back out 42 laps down. So, not exactly the best result for Kyle Larson today. I just think Kyle Larson's in kind of a slump as of right now, but I think he'll pull himself out of it. But that's going to do it for this episode of Checker Flag Corner. So until next time, we will see you in Victory Lane.